have with us Dr. G.S. Chilana, sir, who has superannuated from Ramjas College after serving for more than 38 years. He has done graduation and post-graduation from Hindu College, doctorate from Physics Department, University of Delhi. Sir has also been scholarship holder, Deptt scholarship holder at Germany. He has also served and associated with NSUT and Indraprastha University. He is a man of knowledge and experience who has put up himself dedicatedly, whether it's neighborhood, college staff councils, and department coursework. Sir, I, Professor Seema Gupta, welcome you on the behalf of University of Delhi.
Dhanyavad. Thank you so much.
So you have been associated with University of Delhi if I add up the years. 28.
I claim to be one of the oldest serving Delhi University alumni. 52 years. I'm working, actively working in the university. It's not that I've retired. So 52 years I've been working, either a student or doing job or wherever in a whatever manner.
Very interested in knowing any
I feel proud for that.
Or any incident which you could recall from your good old boys days from Hindu College.
I should say that I was very active when I was a student, although I was very serious student. But then I participated in other activities also, like we had our physics society. So I was president, and then the college held quizzes. So I used to participate quizzes held by mathematics department. And my sister was then teacher at Hindu College, and she retired as professor from DU.
She taught you?
Yeah, she taught Professor Ajit Iqbal Singh. Everybody knows about her. And there were many quizzes where I participated and won prizes. And then somehow I felt interested to play chess, and I learned chess during my college days only, and I won prizes there also. And then, of course, not music or cricket. Everybody watches those, but not actively involved. And then I was topper when I was in my first year, college topper and position holder in Delhi University. And then after completing my BSc, I had already, because I was a science talent scholar, so I had to go for higher studies. So, of course, it was so natural. I went for MSc and then did my PhD. And from my beginning, I had a leaning for academic career and love for teaching. And I was very lucky that after completing my PhD, in fact, my viva was yet to be held, and I got an opportunity at Ramjas College, being a campus college. So I was very near the university circle. So I kept on going back to the department and continued my research interest. And then along with teaching, and I enjoyed my whole full tenure of teaching, and loved a lot by my students, whom I also loved equally.
So we are really interested in knowing, NCC, it has emergency I beach or tornado, if I remember, North Campus mein aaya tha.
Yeah, it was in 1978. Then I was doing my PhD when the tornado was hit the university premises. It was March 78, I remember vividly. Date of course, 17th or 28th. And like I was a PhD student, and normally we used to leave university by evening 5:36. So we heard a lot of noise and high-speed winds flowing in the university. And then one of my colleagues, Professor Savita, she was at Deshbandhu College, served as principal. She was my class fellow when I studied in Hindu, and then she was also doing PhD. Both of us walked to Morrisnagar, and both of us walked to the Morrisnagar behind the wall of Ramjas College, and we were standing there, and it was raining incessantly, and we felt that something has happened. And we learned only about that next day, but the weather was so rough that, but we thought that it's better to leave this place and go home. And can you believe it? I live near Clock Tower, which is just around 2 kilometers away from university campus. When I reached home, all the window panes of my windows were already broken. The shaking was so high, and next day when we came to the campus, whole university, the trees were uprooted, and all garbage and debris lying on the road. And then we walked towards Khalsa College. My other research lab colleagues, and then we found that near Khalsa College, some tin, false roofing had fallen, and there was some accident also, and some casualties fell on some three-wheeler. So it was a horrific scene. I can't forget that.
So you told me that you have been secretary staff
Yeah,
council
yeah.
and you are also associated with many other committees also.
Committees also
So
have
please
been.
share what's your experiences, the transition you have seen, examination going from annual mode to semester mode.
Right. Actually, if you talk about semester system, see, because I did my MSc from DU only after graduating. During graduation, we had annual system, but during MSc, when we took admission, we found that there is a semester system, and we felt the pressure of semester system. But I think it was good. So during MSc, we had 4 semesters, and I don't. Sometimes I feel that when did I complete my 2 year MSc? I don't even remember, because all the time we were studying, and there was a lot of pressure attending classes and then going for the lab work and then appearing for exam again, classes beginning. So I found semester. I adopted it. Somehow I didn't feel that. Didn't feel awkward or thought that it's creating tension for me. There was no anxiety. We just swiftly adopted it. So later on, when during BSc semester system was introduced, of course there was a lot of debate, and some people favored, some people didn't favor. But one drawback which people say, may agree not fully, that semester is passed, then you go to the next semester. So they say that the knowledge you have gained, you lose. But that is true for any year, even during annual. After annual, also when you go for the next year, you can't remember the whole subject all the time. But since you have studied, you can always use that knowledge. You can refresh your you can go through your own notes and books. So semester is good. You can actually cover more topics, more subjects when you go for semester. Number of papers increases.
Coming back again to your association with EU and foundation, so you could have donated to a number of spectrums. What it is about University of Delhi Foundation that motivated you to place your contribution there?
A very pet sentence, I must say. Whatever I learned and earned is due to my alma mater, Delhi University only. So the knowledge I've gained, should I share it effect with you? Of course, I've done my graduation and post graduation from a very premier college. But when I started teaching, I relearned my subject. I thought that I'm going through the whole thing once again, and I learned the concepts were becoming so clear every year when I was teaching. So I think the learning of the subject was during teaching, when I shared with my knowledge with my students and got the feedback. So somehow I always feel indebted to my university. I always feel that whatever I can do, whatever I can, still I feel that if I can teach more in Delhi University, of course, the rules are there which don't permit you to go a long way. But then I still have a feeling that temptation that I should serve the university more and more and more. So as I found this opportunity, I was very happy that of course, one should devote time to the university, but the money also is required. Money plays its own role in the development. So I immediately, of course, myself and my wife both shared, and within a moment we took the decision that we should come forward. I'm happy to do that.
Sir, to your ex-students, colleagues, and retired superannuated teachers, what would you like to say about joining and contributing to the endowment fund of the foundation?
I think, of course, it's an individual decision, and at what age, because those who are in active job or recently joined or young, sometimes they will not have a feeling of that kind in mind. But those who have been student like me, students of this university, and are have put in many years, somehow they should have in mind that the university, we have to pay back to the university in some manner, and this is a good way. This is a good way. And when you see university flourishing, you sometimes have a very good feeling that you have also contributed somewhere. In some manner for the development of the university. Of course, government gives its own fund. That is a different thing. Uh, should I share with you? For a long time in the college, I have been thinking that why can't we have scholarships for the students, and the faculty can contribute. Why not? I have been telling my outgoing principal that I am ready to contribute for that also. If not scholarship, then fund for their education books and other things. So I think teachers should come forward for that. It's a good idea, and you feel good. You feel good. I wanted to share few things, because see, for a teacher, his students are the most important, in fact, and the compliments or the when they come, in fact, my students have been always approaching me with very ease, and then sharing their feelings with me. And two comments I remember, cannot forget. One student came to me and said, "Sir, मैं आपकी तरह बनना चाहता हूँ." So it was so impressive. I was taken aback कि क्या कितना अच्छा लगा कि उसने क्या क्वालिटीज देखी, या क्या अच्छा लगा कि आपकी तरह बनना चाहता हूँ. And there was another student who had passed out 20 years back, and he was not from Delhi, and when he visited Delhi University, he said, "Sir, मेरे पास अभी भी आपके वाले क्लास नोट्स पड़े हैं, और मैं कभी पढ़ाया तो वही यूज करूंगा." So good to know that. No, I mean, that means the class students used to attend your classes so seriously and with so much devotion, and they used to make notes. He said, "आपके वाले notes मेरे पास अभी भी preserved है." So happy to know all these things. They make your day, and not day, the whole life. You
A
feel
great researcher, great teacher from Delhi, from University of Delhi. Thank you,
thank you,
Professor
thank you
Chilana.
for inviting and giving me chance to share my experience. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all ours.
Thank you once again.